Welcome to technologies, guys. This is Saurav here, and today I'm back with another video. In this tech update session, I'm gonna give you some recent news regarding some technologies that are going to be launched on the MWC or some rumors as well that have surfaced the internet. So before starting, if you haven't subscribed to my channel right now, please subscribe right now. And now I'm starting the tech updates. Starting with the Huawei. Well, the Huawei has launched the Nexus 6P a few months back, and it was a marvelous set to have. Well, they are gonna launch the P9 as well. Might be in the MWC 2016. The MWC, the Mobile World Congress, is gonna hold in the USA. Might be on 1st March or might be in the first week of the March. So the P9 houses a Kirin 950 chipset, and might be it is the first phone that can come with the 6 gigs of RAM. Well, you heard me right, 6 gigs of RAM, but it's just a rumor still now, but be sure that this is a flagship device from Huawei, so 4 gigs of RAM is what can we expect, but still a 6 gigs of RAM will be excellent, but we are not sure about that. So apart from that, it has two 13 megapixel cameras on the back, so dual cameras on the back, it's a great thing, and a 5.2 inch quad HD display, so which means a lot of great specifications and a great specifications to be a flagship model as well. Though no 4K display is it will be a drawback because we have entered in 2016. The Z5 Premium with 4K display was launched in 2015, and that is the only phone that has the 4K display still now. So now coming back to Google actually. Well, the Project ARA. I believe I haven't ever told you about the Project ARA. Well, the Project ARA is personally to me the most advanced technology that can happen to the mobile world. Well, basically Pratik have posted a lot of ROM reviews, like if you are using Xiaomi's phone or Eureka or Use phone, basically these two companies are well known for their custom ROM experience. Well, suppose you are using an OS or you are using a ROM, you are not liking the features, you just move to Cyanogen mod or to stock Google or to resolution remix. You can easily change the software layer of the phone you use. They are called ROM, but have you ever heard of changing the camera module? Like me, I personally use an Eureka and I don't like the camera quality of that phone. Project ARA gives you that experience of changing the entire camera module, and you can insert any kind of camera module you want. You mean you just buy a device, you just buy a module, then you add any kind of camera module. You might go for the 16 megapixel module, you can go for the 13 megapixel module, you can easily put another 8 megapixel module as well. You don't like the speaker, you don't like the audio quality, you usually can put a new speaker on the phone. Anything, any module you can change in that phone, and you can use that in your way. But there are few things that gonna be there what can't be changed, like the display. There will be various kind of displays of those modules. The first phone that might be unveiled in the MWC 2015 will sport a 13.8 inch screen. So that means that won't be a phone, that might be a tablet, something like that. But we can expect phones ranging 5 inch to 5.5 inch display in upcoming year maybe. So that device, that tablet maybe with 13.8 inch 1080p display will be sporting a Snapdragon 810 that will allow you to have 60 megapixel camera modules as well, and will be having 3 gigs of RAM. Well, you can't change the RAM and the processor as of now, but you can easily change any kind of camera module you want. You can easily change the battery volume, you can easily change the speakers. So lots of things you can change in that phone. So I personally believe that this is the phone that's going to change the entire mobile industry if it becomes easily accessible to the normal people like us. Okay, we'll be posting a video explaining what is Project ARA on our channel, so make sure to subscribe right now so that you can check that video out later when we upload them to YouTube. So now coming back to another company from USA, I'm talking about Alcatel. Well, Alcatel didn't make that much of impression on the Indian market with their Alcatel Flash and many handsets, but still they are a great company, and they are gonna launch might not be their flagship, their mid-range device, the Alcatel 4S alongside with Alcatel 4. Well, the Alcatel 4S houses a Snapdragon 652, has a 5.5 inch Quad HD display, which is a Super AMOLED display, a 3000 milliampere of battery, and a 16 megapixel back camera. This is what we know still now. And the Alcatel 4 will be having a 1080p 5.5 inch LCD display with alongside a Snapdragon 617 processor. There are no more information about these two phones. We don't know how much RAM will be in there, the internal storage, or many more things like whether it will have a Corning Gorilla Glass 4 protection or not. We are not sure about that. So now coming to my next news, this is regarding Samsung. Well, Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge will be launched on the MWC. We all know that, but there is another rumor, another leaked image of a Samsung Note 6 has been surfaced on the internet. Well, the Note 6, if the Huawei P9 doesn't become the world's first mobile phone with the 6 gigs of RAM, the Note 6 will definitely be the first mobile in this world having a 6 gigs of RAM module. So this phone will be having a 6 gigs of RAM. I have the information right here, and also will be having a Quad HD 5.8 display. So still now Samsung hasn't released any phone having the 4K display, which is kind of a drawback because I believe Note 6 will be definitely their flagship device, and they are still opting the Quad HD display without even having the 4K display as well. So now coming to Microsoft, well, it's going to be the MWC will be held on the USA, and Microsoft won't be there. These things doesn't match. So yes, Microsoft will be unveiling the Microsoft Lumia 650, a mid-ranger definitely, sporting a 1.3 GHz quad-core processor. I don't know whether this processor will be from MediaTek or the Snapdragon, or Qualcomm. I believe it will be from Qualcomm Snapdragon. I don't know the chipset yet, but still it will be having 1 GB of RAM. That means a little bit of drawback for me, but still 650, the Nokia Lumia 6 series is actually a mid-ranger series, will be having 16 gigs of internal, and this phone will be having a 8 megapixel back shooter. We don't know whether this back shooter sport Zeiss lens or not. I don't know because Lumia 6 series never sported a Zeiss lens before, and also having a 5 megapixel front camera, a 5-inch 720p HD display. So overall this phone is great because of the Windows 10 will be in there, and Windows doesn't use up a lot of RAM like Android does, but still I expected 2 gigs of RAM because apps are getting the app market in the Windows are getting bigger and bigger day by day. There are lots of apps, and I personally use a Lumia 730, and I personally sometimes feel that little bit more RAM would be great if it was in the Lumia 730. But apart from that, this phone might not be a game changer for Lumia, but still hope that they release out some other phones than the Lumia 650 in the MWC. Well, coming to my last news today, it is from Qualcomm. Well, Qualcomm is known for making system on chips, what we call SoCs, for phones, for wearables as well. The watches, the smart watches. The Moto 360 second gen was powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, and Qualcomm has announced that they are working on a new chipset known as Qualcomm WAR 2100, which will be unveiled soon, and this is a very upgraded version from the Snapdragon version that was used in the Moto 360 Gen 2. Well, it will be a Cortex A7 chipset, and it will be an octa-core chipset definitely, and will be a clock speed of up to 1.2 GHz. On the graphics front, it will be having Adreno 304 clocked at 4400 MHz. So overall, it's a great SoC will be coming out from Qualcomm in the upcoming months, and it will be definitely powering up the smartwatches that we use nowadays. So this was all for today, guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked our video, just hit the like button and definitely subscribe to our channel right now. And also, if you don't like the video, and do give us the thumbs down button, and if you have any kind of constructive criticism about us and want to know a little bit more thing regarding the new upcoming phones or any other news regarding technology around the world, do let us know in the comment section below. We will be waiting for that. And till then, bye. Have a great day, and I will be seeing you in my next video.